Welcome to the threesome, y'all. Here in the year 2022. This is the podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least three topics each week. For those of y'all who came back in the 2-2 to listen to us spew this bullshit, y'all the real MVP.
Appreciate you.
Yes. For those of y'all who this is your first time, allow me to introduce us. Our point person and our optimistic realist is our girl Star.
Happy 2022! Yeah!
That's a lot of enthusiasm. Let's hope it lives up to it. And the center of our threesome and our voice of reason, that's the guy we call Magic.
Who made up these rules that you live by? Question everything. Everyone.
Oh, that's gonna say I make my own rules. And bringing up the rear as usual, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian, and they call me Storm.
Here we go.
So are we starting out on a light note today, or are we just getting it in?
Sidney Poitier
Rest in
is gone.
Yeah, rest in peace, Sidney Poitier.
Black excellence.
Yes, definitely.
legend.
Yeah. I mean, from before I was born, like I came into this world and Sidney Poitier was already a legend.
Awesome, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't, man. Yeah, the fact that we lost him. And you know, we don't normally shout out white people, but you know, I'm a little sad about Betty White as well. You know, rest in
Betty
peace
did
to
some
her.
things for the culture.
She actually did. She actually did. I mean, even before it was cool, like she did shit before it was PC, before the internet was watching. She was like, if you don't hire these black folks to work on this set, I'm not gonna be on this set. Like she was down for the cause. So you know, shout out to her and rest in peace. Did we ever did we do an RIP for the Kango Kid?
Nah, but another loss to hip hop. And I forgot the dude's name, but one of the dudes from the Force MDs just died too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Which one?
I forgot his name at this point because I was just watching Itching for a Scratch earlier.
Well, I mean, because one of them died a long time ago, right?
Not that I know of. I had seen him in concert.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago. There was still 5 of them.
One of them had a heart attack. I'm looking now. One of them had a heart attack
Jesse Lee Daniels
in '95, and TC, you know, the one that he died of Lou Gehrig's disease in '98. So, yeah, and then Jesse D, which was the other one on the, you know, that used to do lead a lot. He was the one that just passed away. Aw.
And under the not so famous or more personal RIPs, peace out to my man Robert McCall, leader of the light skin movement, one of my favorite rappers and producers. I had to bring everything I had in me on every song I ever did with that dude. Love you. Peace to your family.
Aw. I mean, I didn't know him, but RIP. And, you know.
He's a legend around El Paso parts.
And sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Oh,
too.
that Robert McCall? That's who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just as a side note, Jesse is the 5th member of the group to have passed away.
Okay, I was gonna say because like I knew that group was like real snake bit as far as you know.
They had to be having stand-ins when I seen them then.
Probably because there was also a big dispute about the name of the group because a lot of the group members left and then they replaced them and then they had a bit. I don't know. I watched Behind the Music, not Behind the Music. What's the one on the Black channel?
You mean the black channel owned by white people?
No,
Oh,
the Black channel
Unsung.
run by Black people.
Which
What's the
one is
name of
that?
it?
Revolt? I
The Oprah
don't.
with network?
No, no, the one that they only show in Detroit because I can't even get it out here.
What? What is that?
Damn it! Uh, what is the name of that channel? Yeah, because I've never had it because they don't have it.
What, TV One?
TV1. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the TV1 is run by Black people.
Yeah.
And I would tell you why. because because yeah, let's just say it seems to be run by us for us. So but yeah, what's the name of the show on TV1?
It's got soul.
What's
Is it Unsung?
Unsung? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they did an unsung on the Force MDs and they were talking about how there was all this litigation surrounding the name. So probably, when you probably if you saw him recently, probably wasn't none of it.
Nah, I know
because
the big light skinned dude. I did remember him from other stuff, but who the hell knows? I'm
yeah,
old.
you are.
Wear it well.
Maybe.
You wear it well, you wear it well. Sorry.
They had an unsung on the barge too. So anyway.
Did they
Speaking
really
of
need one though?
no,
Uh,
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, they had one on what's their names? It's the first of the month.
boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom,
the
Oh,
Bone
boom.
Thugs. Yeah, yeah. They they had one on Bone Thugs. I loved. First of
well, I
all,
mean, first of all, I believe. Well, I don't know. Bone Thugs. I don't think people know as much about them, and I don't. Even though they're still touring and doing stuff, I don't believe they ever got to the same chart success as the Bars.
well,
And I don't
well,
believe that
Nah.
the paparazzi or the media was as interested in them as they were the family DeBarge. Like
I
I
don't know that the media, in quotes, was as interested in the family DeBarge as black media was interested in the
yeah,
family
maybe.
DeBarge.
That and
Maybe.
Bone did a lot of shooting themselves in the foot with their off the microphone antics.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not
And
that the
that's really what
DeBarge crew didn't,
They
but
were
they
I
toxic.
kept
was
it
gonna
clean
say.
looking on camera.
Well,
Yeah.
and they talked a lot about, all the drug issues and, because, there I don't know. I can't remember if the unsung was on all the DeBarges or just the group. I think it was all the DeBarges. I think they were touching on Robert and his struggles and his death and
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
you know,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
I
Okay.
mean, and just the fact, growing up where they grew up, with a white daddy at the time, probably. But anyway, I won't go into that. Go check out This is not sponsored by TV1. I swear to y'all. But go check out
But
Unsung.
if you want to cut us a check,
Right.
Support black
We are
business.
not opposed. Okay. But Unsung actually I like Unsung better than Behind the Music.
I do
Honestly,
too.
like I think they're done a lot better and more
Yeah,
in
they are.
depth
They
and
are. And
yeah.
too many commercial breaks though. But
Well, I mean, it's
Shoe
TV1.
I
mark of
know
the
because
Black
you gotta
Network.
pay.
I mean, they trying to stay on the air.
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, I know. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta
got to
keep
pay the
the roof over.
bills. So,
In today's what the fuck news, because I just happen to be scrolling it while I'm listening. Taco
okay,
Bell is selling a $10 a month taco subscription service.
yeah, I heard about that.
Kill yourself.
Well, I mean, listen,
I know
Listen,
I'm
but here's the
overly picky
thing.
about my Mexican food, and I get some people
that
on
is
Earth
not
like
Mexican
Taco Bell for
food.
some
That's
fucking
not even
reason,
Tex
but
Mex.
Taco Bell is not
no,
Mexican
don't
food,
do that to yourself.
but
But
listen,
for the person who eats more than 4 tacos a month, because they're like $3 and some change now, yeah,
yeah. Well, here's my thing about Taco Bell. I mean,
they trash.
well, sure,
Yeah.
but they lean into it, and I appreciate that about them. Like they're not out here trying to tell y'all that what they're putting in their tacos is meat. You know what I mean? Like they have a big sign behind the counter answering the question, "What's in our meat?" So,
I never, but I don't go to Taco Bell.
yeah. So I'm just saying, at least if you're gonna be a thing, stand up in it, and shout out to them for that.
Taco
Also,
Bell
not
and
sponsored
Taco,
by Taco Bell.
obviously. And
I'll quit
Taco
first.
Del, what is that? Taco Del Rio, both of them. That's stoner
Oh,
food
you talking about Del Taco?
or whatever. Del
Yeah,
Taco, yeah.
yeah,
And if there's a Taco Del Rio, I apologize.
yeah. Del Taco is relatively new to y'all, right?
I listen. I discovered them about a little over 10 years ago.
Yeah. See, they've been on the West Coast for like my whole life.
They're trash too.
Well, sure. You know what else is trash? And we probably gonna get sued. but there was a restaurant called Baja Fresh or something.
Trash.
Oh my god!
From the title alone.
I had a taco from them. I have never eaten even Taco Hell. Okay, their tacos are garbage,
You expect garbage.
but at least they taste good. Okay,
Do they
I
though?
mean they taste. I
Mm.
mean, you can stomach it. Okay,
Mm.
that taco at Baja Fresh, I couldn't even eat it. It was so nasty,
Mm.
like so nasty. I could not eat it, and I was so mad because I had my mouth all set for a taco. Forget you. You're so nasty.
Forgotten. Who doesn't like a good taco?
Well, apparently I don't. My body is apparently rejecting it. But yeah. So anyway, y'all, make your tacos at home. And it takes like 10 minutes.
Okay, question. For question, Magic.
So,
There's this question going around the internet that says, "Do y'all penises float when y'all in the tub, or do they sink?" What's
Do
the
y'all
answer?
take baths?
I'm 6'4". It's not easy to get into a bathtub, but no,
What about
it's
in the
like
pool?
it's somewhat buoyant. Yeah. Usually, there's like if you're limp, everybody knows what shrinkage is by now. Yeah, there's a little flotation to it.
Huh.
It's not straight up in the air tight.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Question
Well,
answered.
I was gonna say something, but yeah, I don't want to be made fun of.
Go ahead, say it.
I was gonna say, well, we're buoyant because, I mean, if I'm like I always tell y'all, I can't, I can swim across a pool. I would probably drown in the ocean, but even in the ocean, if I felt myself going under, I'd probably just flip over on my back because I can always float. Always, I've always been able to float.
Convenient.
Convenient, correct. And no, that's not why. That's why I didn't want to bring that up. No, that's not why. Because I could float long before, puberty. So there you go.
Okay, so
If the cast of this
on the
podcast
note
is
of
ever
the
on the
ocean,
next Titanic, we're
listen.
riding
So
you.
you
No.
brought up the Titanic, right? So check this out.
No.
So check this out. Somebody was in a mall and filmed this leak in the roof of a mall. So it's like a bad leak. It looked like a minor waterfall that was like in the middle of the mall. And there was a live band playing at the time. And they decided to play My Heart Will Go On while the leak was going on the roof. When I tell you they would have had to peel me off the floor, they would have had to peel me off the floor. They were serious about it. They were playing the whole song. I was
Yeah.
crying.
Like the whole thing was gonna go down. That's funny.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay. Okay. Where are we gonna start? Actually, we're like halfway in now.
Yeah.
Right.
We run through
Decent
topics
conversation,
quick.
though.
Right. So Star,
Yo.
you want to talk about men deciding, and I'm putting that in air quotes, to stay single these days?
Why is the deciding in air quotes?
Come on. Go ahead.
No, come on.
No, tell me about the article, and then, maybe I'll retract my air quotes, but go ahead.
So basically, the article was just saying that men are opting out of marriage these days. Men are just deciding to stay single. So rather, it's the younger guys who are just not really into the marriage thing, or it is um I'm sorry, people who have been married at least once and deciding not to do it again. There was a Harvard study that suggests that um, that more men are just opting out of marriage.
Did they study women?
I
Yeah, because
don't
that's
know.
plenty of reason to not get married right there.
Well, my point is, it's also possible that a lot of women don't want to get married anymore either. Because when you think
True.
about
Yeah.
marriage,
It's an outdated concept.
well, not only that, it's a fucked up thing. Like it's a catch-22 for women. Like, I don't understand why women want to get married to begin with, because men get all the perks of marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking perks.
Y'all live longer because
Bullshit.
because you got us to take care of you.
No,
I mean,
us. We have women nagging us to death. Hence, the husband damn near always dies first.
Y'all die
That is a
first because men die first because they do dumb shit.
The fact still remains: the wife tends to outlive the husband. So that one's out. What other great thing is it for men?
Because y'all do dumb shit like getting on a ladder and
changing Christmas lights because your nagging wife wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Yeah, okay. What is the actual benefit of marriage for men? Seriously.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm telling you what the statistics say.
You said it's more beneficial for men. What
That's
are
right.
the benefits?
The statistics say that men live longer when they're married, and women don't live as long. Married women don't live as long.
But the wife usually outlives the man, so...
Well, I mean, again, men in general don't live as long in society because men in general do dumb shit that get themselves killed. So
getting married.
Sure, because that's enough for you to get, because y'all do provoke.
Sure, it increases the suicide rate.
It also increases the homicide rate, I'm sure.
Lifetime's got a whole channel about
it. They absolutely do.
Well, okay, so let's start with the first part of this article, and then
she's like, we went all off the rails.
So it says almost a third of adult single men live with a parent.
I believe that. I know a whole bunch of 20 and 30 somethings still living off their damn mama.
And I don't know why that doesn't make you want to put a bullet in your skull, because I mean, whoo. But anyway, go ahead.
So it says single men are much more likely to be unemployed, financially fragile, and to lack a college degree than those with a partner. They are also likely to have lower median earnings. Single men earned less in 2019 than in 1990, even adjusting for inflation. Single women, meanwhile,
Yeah.
earn the same as they did 30 years ago, but those with partners have increased their earnings by 50%. These are some of the findings of a new research analyst of 2019 data on the growing gap between American adults who live with a partner and those who do not. While the study is less about the effect of marriage and more about the effect that the changing economic circumstances have had on marriage, it sheds some light on some unexpected outcomes and shifts in the labor market.
You know what
So,
happened? That whole generation of everybody gets a participation trophy, 4 out of 5 kids need to be on drugs to function, um, the everybody gets to play sports thing, the no child left behind. Yeah, all of them kids are in their 20s and 30s now from when that shit started. And that's why their
Yeah.
ass is sitting at home going, somebody needs to do stuff for me because I'm special. No,
Okay,
fuck,
but
you're
not
not. Go get
okay.
some shit.
Here's the thing, though. Not all of them are.
No, not all of them, but way too damn
And
many.
well,
yeah.
and not even a majority is my point. But yeah, I think I don't know that what you're describing is as much a choice. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
Like, who gonna choose dude
who
sitting
you're
at home with
right,
his
and
mama?
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if
Ooh,
they
can I
have.
answer? Can I answer?
Who?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Fat white women. That's the cheat code. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's
I don't
terrible.
You
even know
know
that
a
that's
raggedest ass dude you know in person can snatch up a fat white chick in a minute. I don't make the rules. I
okay.
just see
I
it
mean,
happening.
all right. I can't comment on that because I really don't pay attention to the comings
Yeah.
and goings of fat white women. But I mean, sure.
And although I'm sure mine's is well, I'm not gonna say I'm sure. I'll just say that that maybe mine is the exception more than the rule. But I know a couple of women, white women who are larger women, and they would have nothing to do
Nothing to do. Exactly.
with a motherfucker sitting at home with their mama.
Nope.
Um,
Well, I
but
won't even go there, but
but on that flip side of that, I have seen a lot of that. I've seen a lot of unfortunately women from other ethnicities. It's not even just the white women, but other ethnicities be a lot more tolerant of, let's just say, a black guy who doesn't have his shit together than most black women. But look, black women are catching up to that shit too, though. A lot of these younger ones, yeah.
I was gonna say because I see a lot of black women who have their shit together,
And they got
who
a nigga sitting on their couch playing
who
video
ain't got their
games all
shit
day.
together.
Right. Don't
Exactly.
even want to take
And
care of the kids. Yep.
exactly. And I'm
So
like, yeah, talking about I don't need to babysit these kids. And I'm like, it's
they're
not
your kids.
babysitting,
It
they're
ain't
your
babysitting.
kids. Right.
That is
also
weird. If
you
you living
also
off
you
your chick, yeah, you should at least be a decent house husband.
yeah, and also you ain't got a job, so your
What
job
else you
is
got to do with your life? Shit.
Call of Duty.
I guess.
that's pretty much it.
You need to call
Yeah,
somebody
that
else.
did kill me for like the last 2 years when people was like jumping through hoops to get some woman to buy them a PlayStation 5. Like, you can't go get your own.
Well,
The
no,
answer
because
for
they
a
ain't got
lot
no
of them
job.
is no, right.
Yeah.
And they mama's not gonna get it for Christmas.
Right.
Sell weed. Like, what? Do something.
Well,
Braid hair. Walk dogs. I don't know. Every spot on earth is hiring right now.
well, hell, by the time I get you a Call of Duty, or by the time I get you a PlayStation 5, uh, they'll be out with the PlayStation
PlayStation 6 will be
26.
out.
Right.
Fuck.
Shoot. And I'll be like, yeah, they had this one on sale. It was
For
$2.
$10.
I
Right.
thought you, I thought you might like it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My grown ass child knows he can't stay with me and do nothing.
yeah,
I don't understand. Like, I don't work right now half as much as I used to, even though I work. You know what I mean? But in my 20s, that would have driven me insane. Like, to just sit around and not do shit. I don't understand that. And with, like, okay, I was with my ex-husband for most of my, well, for all of my 20s. And I can't imagine him just sitting around and not doing shit and me being cool with that. We didn't even have kids. Like, I didn't have the nice guys till I was 27, but still,
you
it
didn't
was just us.
wait. You didn't have who?
Uh, I didn't have my child until I was 27, but
I was gonna
I
put the
can't
thing down,
imagine
but put it
dating a
reverse.
dude just sitting on his ass, just sitting up doing nothing.
Right.
Even though we only had ourselves to be responsible for, I just no.
Yeah.
I don't
Ain't that much
understand
love
that
in the
at all.
world.
I don't understand that kind of shit at all. That would be like such a major, major turn off. Like, you just sitting somewhere on your ass, scratching your ass, like nothing to
Right.
do with your life. The fuck?
No, I mean, I feel the same way. Particularly, like, I feel like when you're in your 20s, that's the time to start stacking your chips. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
don't even know that I had a concept of stacking my chips in my 20s. Well, I couldn't have because I blew a lot of money in my 20s.
Well,
But
I did. I didn't either, but we also didn't have the internet when I was in
yeah,
my 20s. You know
right.
what I mean? So these kids actually have a wealth of knowledge at their fingertips.
They
And they
won't
also
look.
and they also have alternate means of making money, which is why I say if I was in my 20s right now, I would have like 5 or 6 different things going on, like different streams of income, just stacking it. But, you know,
Yeah, because I
youth
would
is
have two and three
wasted on
jobs
the
at a
young.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my 20s, I would have 2 and 3 jobs at a time. And again, I wasn't stacking my money, but I was like enjoying life. I was traveling and doing shit. I was,
Well, yeah, and that too. And that too.
It was with money you earned. You deserved it.
yeah, I had fun. My 20s was fun.
Uh,
I had fun. A little too much fun.
okay. Let's see. I'm gonna table mine until next week. Um, because it's not time sensitive because they're gonna be trying to lock people up, forever. Um, but Magic,
Yes, ma'am.
did he call me ma'am? I
Yeah.
will come over there.
No, you won't.
I'm that much. Yes, I will.
Anyway,
I am not that much older than you, sir. Anyway, uh, you wanted to talk about the new
things.
year.
Yeah. And things we'd like to see happen, whether or not we could directly affect it or not.
Okay.
Starting with, I want all broke 20 somethings to get the hell out your mama and grandmama's house.
That would be nice. Take your ass to school, learn a trade.
Stop begging for shit you can go get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want those long butterfly wing eyelashes to go the fuck away.
Please,
Oh,
please,
yes. Oh,
please.
my God, yes.
Yeah. Can we be done with that? And I thought last year we would have been done with the overly dramatic magic marker, Sharpie marker, whatever you want to call it, eyebrows. But can we go away with those too?
It
Oh,
just
that would
keeps
be
coming
good.
back.
That would
Uh,
be good.
Yeah. While we at it, Brazilian butt lifts and bad breast jobs. I'm so sick of perusing the internet for women that look exactly alike, and it's fucking ridiculous.
yeah.
Like I'm starting to really enjoy titties that sag a little bit and got the stretch marks at the top because
Oh,
God, y'all
we
looking crazy
appreciate
out here.
that. Because at
Yeah.
least you know it real.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Gravity is a bitch.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I got. And listen, um, we are not sponsored by Dr. Miami. However, if he should be listening, your your girl needs an adjustment. Okay. Because I am, when I tell you I am so tired of stepping on these nipples, man,
Just this
okay,
whole visual, I swear.
hook a sister up if you're listening. That's all.
Literally.
Yes, up. Lift a sister up. Lift me up. That is what I
Self
ask.
esteem is free.
It ain't got nothing to do with self esteem. Like, I don't, I'm not, listen, I'm not even seen by enough people to care what other people think. It ain't got nothing to do with self esteem. But, I mean, these things are heavy and, I'm starting to walk, hunched over. So, hook a sister up, lift me up, and, I'll shout you out once a week. I promise. Matter of fact, matter
You're
of
already
fact,
there.
well, no, I was gonna say. Matter of fact, I'll be on. I'll be on video, just showing y'all. Like, look what I
Dang.
Lord.
got. I'll be like, look, they're in their proper placement, and I don't have to move them off my knees to, sit down and stuff. But anyway,
Less rappers. Please stop
let
rapping. Stop rapping and stop singing so horribly. Just stop, stop, stop.
I agree with the bad singing rappers because it was only cute when Tupac did it, and um,
I don't consider Tupac a bad rapper, but he was basic as
I
fuck.
didn't say he was a bad rapper. I said his singing
Bad
was
singing.
terrible, but
I
it
didn't
was
really
cute when he
consider
did it.
him trying
Yeah.
to sing. Yeah, nah.
Oh, he tried it a couple times, but you know.
To me,
But
that's
he knew he was
I don't
bad though.
know. We used to call it voicing out. It wasn't really considered singing. It's like along the lines of what the reggae dudes were doing. Like, okay, they're not really trying to sing, but okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it was very much. But anyway,
And
yeah,
in
he
all
got away with it.
honesty, his slow flow was Scarface's, but nobody's going to talk about it.
His slow flow was Scarface's.
Yes, that exaggerating
Wow.
the last syllable and somewhat singing
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
Scarface's
yeah,
shit.
Okay.
yeah.
Not to say Pac didn't have a style of his own because he rhymed
He
many
did,
different ways,
but
but that slow flow was all Scarface's shit.
Listen,
and sometimes his slow flow also remind me of oh,
Random
what's
Bay
dude
rappers,
name?
Richie Rich, couple other dudes.
No. What's dude name? The list.
G Rap?
Yes, Cool G Rap.
But
A
yeah, a
little
lot
bit.
of people was making money off of his style.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I liked Scarface. I will always like Scarface.
I like Cool G Rap. That was my dude back then. Road to the riches.
I spent too many years in Texas to say anything otherwise.
About Scarface, you mean?
Nah, one of the
No.
quick questions on Drink Champs is it's yes or
Sorry.
either or thing. And one of the questions he usually puts up is Scarface or Cube, and I'm always stuck on that one because I have so many Texas tendencies. But Cube was that dude.
Okay, but okay. I have. Let's see. I see. I'm just a softie. I have like a place in my heart for Scarf. Like I just love
Yeah,
that guy. like I don't know. Like
I still say if Cube died after Kill at Will, we'd be saying he was the best rapper alive. The fact that he just
maybe.
lived long enough to fall off, what can you do?
But okay, here's what I'll say about that. I've never met Q. Okay, so I don't know what kind of person he is.
It has nothing to do with his rap abilities.
Yeah,
I
I've met a lot of
know, but
rappers. I ain't giving no credit on the mic.
I know, but Scarface was so nice to me. You don't understand.
Oh,
It
yours
was
is
so
personal.
nice to me, and so I don't know. I'll always I will always be appreciative of that dude. So
Yours is personal. Oh.
yes.
Well, all I'll say is this. Um, when you bringing up Ice Cube, I never paid attention to Cube until um
What?
not let me tell you. It
Okay.
took me a long time to get a radar on Cube. But I was listening to what's the one where ah he did the one rap that he has where he was telling somebody about phone check.
No, it's on the Death Certificate album. I don't
Yes, it
remember which
is.
single it
Whatever
Mm.
was.
that song was, I was like, okay, Cube. I had to start listening to him. I had not paid attention, but when I listened to him on that particular song, I was like,
Huh.
Nah, America's Most Wanted had me ready to become Malcolm X.
Yeah. Also, I always thought Ice Cube was funny. I mean, like to me, he had a very comedic element in his. I'm sorry,
he did.
giving up the nappy dugout was the
That was
funniest song
hilarious. Yeah.
ever.
Once upon a
Okay.
time in the projects, like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Even today was a good day. Was very comedically sound.
But see, that's he some of the best rappers had great storytelling abilities, and a lot of these
Yes.
fools these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean that stuff these days is so hook heavy. It drives
Yeah.
me nuts. But anyway, we're getting into the
Worked for
weeds.
James Brown.
Well, but it's supposed to work for. But anyway, to me, if you're gonna rhyme, give me some rhymes. Like, don't keep giving me hook. But anyway,
As the kids say, it's about the vibe, not the content.
mm,
To me, I'm a rapidy rap ass dude. It's a corny ass excuse, but okay, I get it.
sure. I still say if I can listen to the song once and know all the lyrics, then you are not a rapper.
I think music in any era is very reflective of the drugs that were popular at the time, and the shit these youngsters is on now really ain't my thing, so I'm not trying to relate.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't relate to any of the drug culture, but I mean,
But
Well,
I
when you
can.
Fast
listen to
Lane, I'm
music from
sorry.
different times, you can tell what drugs they're on.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, that doesn't make me any less able to relate to the music itself, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know that that's a good excuse. It might just be that I've outgrown the bullshit that they're putting out now.
That
Like
always comes at some
yeah,
age.
yeah. Like I'm
Yeah,
old
I
and
know I'm sounding
crotchety.
like my parents. All that shit sounded like ain't no
Well,
talent.
I mean, and that's not true. I mean, every now and then I hear a little something and I'm like, oh, I like that. But, most of it, I have to navigate through a bunch of garbage. Like, I don't even listen to the radio anymore
Yep.
I don't know how
because
anybody can.
there's so much garbage that and like I said, that you might get a good song here and there, but it's so much garbage. Um,
And every station, every DJ is playing the exact same 15 songs.
yeah,
It's
and
disturbing.
also, what was that song a few years ago that would have gotten you thrown out my house?
There's no short
It's a
list of
few
them for
of them.
me.
Right.
On a Tuesday. Oh my
Yeah.
god! I could like with that song would come on the radio, and I would just like I would really want to just crash my car into the nearest tree. Like, why are you doing this to me? I could not listen to that song. I have to this day I have not heard that entire song.
We're in the algorithm era, though, and the problem with algorithms is a computer can't tell if you're listening because you love it or you're listening going, hey, look how stupid this is.
Well, I mean, and I do understand that sometimes music is an acquired taste. I think I talked about before. This is a rap song, but like Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians. First time I heard "What I Am," I was like,
That shit
"What?
funky.
What is that cat screeching? Like, what is that?"
I am
Exactly. I was like, "My God, who told
what
that
you
woman she could
are.
sing?" But now I
Oh,
love that song. Love it.
That's how they
But
get you.
just to circle back a little bit, No Vaseline was the song.
no Vaseline. Oh yeah. Why
Was
didn't you say the
there was no
word?
video for No Vaseline?
I don't remember.
No,
Why didn't
I
you?
didn't say the video. I heard the song on something,
Okay.
and I was like,
You could have just said the song about Easy, and I'd be
No,
like,
no,
"Oh,
he
no
went in on the
Vaseline."
whole crew.
he went
Well,
in very good.
but it was mostly on Easy.
Yeah,
Okay,
because he was fucking
he
up.
was
Well, it was mostly on Jerry Heller, but yeah, Easy was fucking
well,
with the money.
Yeah.
that's what he was saying. That was the gist of the song is that Heller was and Easy was no Vaseline. Anyway, that was also funny.
Yeah.
I found that song hilarious. I also thought that was one of the best songs, like
A diss
going
record,
after,
that was personal, yeah.
yeah,
That was
like going
very
after
personal.
somebody. Like I was like, because normally it was
Diss
just,
rap. One
yeah,
of the best diss raps. Yeah.
yeah. I that one I would listen to over and over again, and because it was so funny, I
Back with the
guess.
Beats was pretty funny too. I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I loved Cube's music, but again, on a personal note,
Scarface is your favorite. We know.
yes, like Scarface has a piece of my heart because I
Aw.
mean, when I was in Houston, that dude was so nice to me.
Aw.
And he didn't have to be, because who the fuck was I? You know what I mean? He didn't
No.
have to be nice to me, and he was, and I really appreciate,
And he wasn't half naked, huh?
No, I wasn't naked at all. So,
Shout
uh,
out to Scarface.
so shout out to Scarface. Exactly.
All right, Eric, so you have a letter.
What is my name?
Mm. You messed up this week.
You are fucking up this week.
I actually do work and shit.
Okay, Storm, you have a letter.
I do, and I don't know. I found it funny.
Somebody
Y'all,
actually wrote into us. Thank you.
somebody wrote in.
Who cares? Nobody cares.
Thank you, somebody.
Hey.
Okay, and the letter reads as follows.
Oh boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dear threesome, My wife and I discovered your show while driving out of state for the holidays. You had us laughing the whole way. The wife, first of all, why do people do that? The wife.
Because she
It's
nagged him to death to get that fucking title.
whatever. So you think she's a nag, do you?
I mean, she's a woman, so we'll see.
Okay, so all right. So this next part, the wife likes all three of you, especially Magic.
Hey,
She said, with her nagging ass, right?
I'm assuming. I don't know.
She says she loves the sound of his voice with her nagging ass. That was mine. I put that in there.
Listen.
Haters gonna hate.
He says, I would fight his ass, but that shit is kind of soothing, so I ain't gonna trip.
Aw.
Much love, my brother. What's wrong with black men? We act like we got to fight over everything.
Right.
Personally, I only like two of you. Storm annoys me.
Damn. Now you gotta snuff this dude.
Magic is cool, I guess. He be speaking truth like an OG. Oh, when I read that the first time, I was like, the fuck is he saying? Because he spelled it OJEE.
Oh, wow.
He be speaking truth. He be speaking truth like an OG. Especially when he be talking about how Storm hates men. That shit is true. It's not.
We're going to need proof to the contrary, but okay.
Now, Star, that's the kind of woman a man could get with.
Oh.
Let's hope his wife ain't listening to this when she about to be nagging.
Right.
Wait a minute. I can tell she knows how to take orders and let a man lead. Exclamation point.
Whoa. Oh, this dude. I'm going to start a new podcast with him. He funny.
My God, he don't know you at all. He continues. Okay. She got a sexy ass voice too. And then he puts in parentheses, don't tell my wife I said that. She don't seem to have the same anger issues as Storm. That bitch is bitter.
Damn.
Slow down, my G. Damn.
Damn.
Wait a minute. No wonder she's single.
Damn.
She seems real homicidal.
Homicidal, but definitely some violent tendencies.
That's why she's into that true crime shit. And then the very next paragraph. Now that I think about it, ignore everything I said about Storm. She's my favorite, and she should absolutely not come looking for me.
We are kind of nerdy. You did email it in.
Right. Your
IP address can be found, but
Right.
as far as I'm concerned, you cool. You gonna have some explaining to do to your wife, but
right. Anyway,
it's only entertainment, lady.
Anyway, keep giving us this funny shit. And he signed it Joe Blow, and he spelled Blow, BLOE. Okay. P.S. Oh, I didn't see this part.
Oh, it wasn't Joey Blowy? What the hell?
P.S. My wife says Magic and Storm need to go ahead and get together. But what does she know? Women be crazy. They do be crazy. They do be crazy. Man.
That is bold brother. Wife, please forgive him. This is all for entertainment purposes. We appreciate it.
Right.
If you're auditioning side dudes, I can be found.
Joe Blow, that's one demerit. I have your IP address. Come at me again. Hear me? Okay. Come at me again.
Hey, you're his favorite.
You're going to be the subject of a true crime episode.
Right.
Oh God, you don't want to be the one that wrote into a podcast, got stalked and killed.
Oh, that
So
would make a great episode.
Listen, I don't know how many listeners we have, but let's not lose any.
like we gonna never write in.
I know, right? But I mean, that would make a great episode of Snapped. I mean, be for real. Like the ID channel would run the hell out of that.
Okay, so let me say this.
You're like, I need to clarify some shit for your ass.
um, I'll say this. If there is a man in my life that comes into my life with the ability to lead, I don't have an issue with that. But it's not gonna just be anybody. And that shit is not gonna come easy. So
Right. You don't just get to lead because you got a Y
no,
chromosome.
yeah, no. Cause everybody with a Y chromosome is not a leader.
Right.
Word.
They weren't raised to be leaders. They
Right. You be
don't
they
have
be
the
the
abilities.
they've been and led you right off the cliff.
Listen, okay. So, yeah, the people who know me closest or the best may not absolutely agree with your statement, but that's just because, again, I'm not gonna just let anybody come into my life and just say, "Oh, I'm gonna take over."
Absolutely. Because why the fuck would you? I mean, yeah.
Nah. But,
Anyway, I was quite entertained by your letter, Joe
Yes.
Blow.
we can tell by the good cackling. I don't think I've heard you cackle that much on this show.
That is a way to start the year.
He said I seem real homicidal. Really, is that the vibe that I'm putting out for you?
Listen, and then as he wrote it, he thought about it like, if she really is homicidal,
Right. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this
maybe I
shit.
shouldn't be saying this stuff.
Yeah,
A lot
that
wrote
was
in that letter.
a lot. That was
So,
very entertaining. I enjoyed it. Thank you for writing in, Joe Blow. And I may not come looking for you, but I got my eye on you.
thank you for writing in. You and your wife, please keep listening
Please keep listening.
because y'all one of
We
the five
appreciate
that
you.
listen to us every week. We,
Right.
trying to grow our audience. Part of our New Year's, what is it, resolution? We trying to get up to 10. So
Right. Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
there's a lot to unpack in that.
Anything else?
Nah.
Anybody? No?
I'm gonna go pour a drink.
Okay. I gotta go walk the dog.
Ooh wee.
What?
All right. You going to pour you a drink, and I thought of buy me a drink.
All
Shorty,
right.
what you think about that?
Joe and Mrs. Blow. If you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe. And if you don't, tell everybody you know. It's the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter. And we'll be back next week, you freaks.
And maybe coming soon to a YouTube near you.
What?
Write to us. We need things to talk about.
That's right. Write to us.
Or laugh at, because
Hopefully criticize them this time.
I will fight
cause,
you.
because dude went in on me.
I am so glad that you're taking that in stride.
Oh, I think it's hilarious.
I will Jay and Silent buy tickets and hunt down each and every one of you and snuff you in your motherfucking face in front of your house.
Wow. And I'm the one that's real homicidal.
I would venture to say I'm the most hood out the three of us, but let me be suburban people.
Okay. All right. Well,
Know my
we're
real
out.
name, check my record.
Mm. We are out of here. Happy New Year, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Bye.
Ah.
Say